Hey guys, it's Angel here. I just thought I'd say hi and be like all those other e-girls and stuff like that. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I just put my hair in pigtails because I was freaking hot and I wasn't really done filming. I filmed my first upload on my iMovie. I did it on my camera using my tripod and stuff like that. But I had a lot more to say. So I thought I'd just sit here and look pretty. I'm just kidding. These eyelashes, like, I like them. I'm just not, they're not, I don't think they're on exactly right. Like, I tried to do it as right as I could, but that's just what you get. Anyways, so I was talking about in my other upload that I uploaded to YouTube literally like 5 minutes ago. Um, Hello?
I'm on my way. I just left, so it'll be a couple of hours.
Okay,
All right.
that's fine.
Okay. Love you. Bye.
Love you, bye. My mom. She's in Carroll right now. She's just leaving if you didn't hear that. Um, she was setting up some stuff at my brother's house and taking over some things she bought for my niece and probably my nephew. I don't know. But she bought some stuff for their new bedrooms and stuff like that because he got a new house and he got a new job. And hopefully he's liking it because he's really lucky. I don't have a job. I don't have a house. I have a bunch of stuff, but not enough space to put it in. That's why my room is like overflowing. Like I literally go in there to sleep and then I get up and I leave. And I stay out here in the living room like the whole time because there's just so much. I just have extra crap. And which is, we're also going to Illinois, which I have to pack. I have to go check my laundry. And I have to go do that. I have to check my laundry or get it done for today. And then I have to pack by tomorrow pretty much. By the end of tomorrow, I have to be packed for like 2 or 3 days because we're leaving on the 13th and then we're staying probably until the 15th or 16th because the 14th, obviously, I have court and stuff. But yeah, that's one thing that I wanted to talk more about was my court. I have court for 3 arrests. I got arrested last September because my brother, my oldest brother, he threatened me. He said he was going to hit and kill me. And he put his fist in my face, and I put my hand on top of his fist because he was literally in my face. And I didn't say a word. I just sat there. And when I did that, my hand jolted his hand, and I ended up nicking his lip, which caused it to bleed a little bit because it was like a really tiny nick on his upper lip. And he called my dad, and then he called the police, and I called my dad, and I called the police. And they came in, and because he had blood on him, per se, I got arrested. So they tried to stick me with a felony, but the cut was so small, it's just a misdemeanor and or whatever. If whatever happens in court, I don't even know. I haven't been there in so long. It's been over 2 months I think since I've been in Boone County and in court. Period. I left in February and I've been here since. So I'll be back there the 13th or probably I'll be there the 14th of this month. So, and then after when court's done, we have to go to storage unit and clear all that out and go through stuff, and so we can bring it back and put it in the basement here because most of it that's coming back is my stuff from the apartment. The second arrest was from Casey's. They built a brand new Casey's literally like right next to my apartment building. And I used to go over there. I thought it was awesome because my uncle David had, he used to like collect cups and stuff like that, like the big mugs they have and stuff from Casey's or whatever. I just remember him having a Casey's mug and seeing it, and I just remember that about him. He passed away a while ago. But I went in there to get a pack of cigarettes or something, and there's a manager there that works at Boylan. There's a manager that works there that used to go to Boylan. And Boylan, back when I was in high school, was a big rival of my high school. And that year, my freshman year, which I think he's younger than me, but he's only like a few years younger than me, but so that keeps him like in my age range. So he knows that I'm from Belvedere and he's a Boylan rival, and so he just was the manager. He was managing. He manages that Casey's, so he took it upon himself to be the bigger guy and be very mean to me. And I ended up, which I wasn't sure. I knew. I think I was told not to go back over there. Which, if I didn't have a trespassing or anything, which I did, they said I did. Which they were pressing trespassing. That's what the arrest is for trespassing. But the girls there, they're all of the girls there are all Belvedere hood rats. They're all girls that are trash. Every one of them that works there are known for their flamboyant, loose ways. And like, I've seen most of them around town because I lived there for 20 years, but they were all girls that are like really nothing in the community and no one really cares about. But I used to go in there and just get my pack of cigarettes and leave. Like, I would make it a point not to say anything, not to talk to the girls, not to be friends with them, because I didn't know them, I didn't like them or who they were, and I didn't really care to be friends with them because girls usually, to me, are very rude, they're very mean, and they just like, and I'm one of the sweetest people in the world. Like when I talk about people, that's because it's the blatant truth, and I'm just telling how it is because people either ask me a question or they're still bothering me, or it's something that I had on my mind and I needed to say it. But so that was the second arrest, was for trespassing. And the third arrest was, there was a brand new older lady that moved into one and I lived in two. I had lived there for like almost 7 years. I had lived in that apartment, and she knew nothing about the past or anything that had happened the first 5 days or the first, month or whatever that I lived there, that when I first moved in. And she had just moved in. She lived there maybe 6 months, and the lady was a bitch. She was an evil person. She just didn't care about anyone. She didn't talk to anyone. And I'm the type of person that when somebody new moves in or something like that, as long as it's not bothering them, I'll try to welcome them into the place. And I was always that one that was like, I'd go outside and sit on the front steps and stuff like that in my chair and just be quiet, because everybody there was they just were different than I was, I guess, to say as nice as I can. But she was just mean, and I don't want to swear because, but she was just a bitch. That's what she was. And she had been causing, she had just been just deliberately like rude and stuff like that. And finally, I heard the door slam, and I go outside, and I wasn't even going to say anything to her. I was just watching her because she had been doing some things that had been irritating me. And I never said anything to her, but I ended up saying that I will kill you. But I said it very like softly, like I don't even know how she heard me, because I didn't scream it, and I wasn't deliberately threatening her. Like, I went outside and I was just so upset with her that it literally just like came out like vomit. Like, it's like I tried to, the whole time, as the words were coming out, I was sitting there like trying to stuff them back in my mouth and just shut myself up, because I knew, that if you say something like that, 99% of people are waiting for people to do something that they can call the police on, because most people nowadays are that small in life that they have to have. They need stuff like that to make themselves feel better, which I didn't mind. Like, I didn't even know she called the police. The police just showed up at my door, and one of the officers ended up, like, I was literally almost in tears and shaking. Like, I almost fell on the floor because I was so scared. And he busts open my door and puts his arm around my neck. I have pictures of bruises on my arm, and literally puts me in a chokehold like I was about ready to run or something. And he's an older dude. And, his name's Parker. He's a sheriff, and like, I've been dealing with these officers for like 20 years, and there's just like, I have so much to talk about the time that I've spent in the state of Illinois, and like the people that I've dealt with, and there's a fly on the floor. Anyways, and like I said, this is not like, I'm just telling you what these charges are for. So that was for, like, I don't know, bothering a tenant or something, which the landlords ended up, they'd been waiting for something to be able to ask me to leave because they couldn't do it because I wasn't doing anything. So when that happened, they were like jumped on the fact and asked me to leave because they were so pissed at what had happened the first 5 days that I was there, which I ended up punching and kicking holes in like every single part of that apartment because I had just gotten out of severe homelessness. I was homeless for like 15 months of my life in the streets of Rockford, Illinois, and I still think I have partial frostbite on the tops of my thighs, like it's numb. I can't feel anything, and I dropped down to like 155 pounds. Like there's a picture that I don't even have it anymore. I don't know where it is. That my arm was literally like this small. Like I was tiny. But that's what my charges are for. I don't know what they call the third charge, but because of the coronavirus and stuff like that, it's been pushed back. My April 23rd date was pushed back all the way till July 14th, which is the one coming up. So I talked to my lawyer and stuff like that, which he's a total asshole. He thinks he's like some really big shot lawyer in Chicago or something like that, and he's just a small town public defender, Boone County-er. And even if he was a big shot, most lawyers are assholes anyways, I think, which I try not to talk to lawyers and stuff like that because, one, I have no need to, and two, unless I'm in trouble, I don't need a lawyer. But yeah, he's probably a cool guy, but unless because of the court date, he's the only reason why I talk to him. Like otherwise, after this is done, I'll probably never talk to him again. But I ended up, when I found out that the landlords were asking me to leave or whatever, and it wasn't an eviction or anything, they just asked if I would, because of the whole situation. I jumped on it because I didn't like where I was. I didn't like the location that I was in, the apartment, because it was an apartment and a roof over my head. That's why I stayed there so long, because it was just necessary. It was just money wise, and I didn't want to move back in with my parents, and my parents didn't want me to move back in with them, and they liked their peace and solitude and being able to just live by themselves without their kids back in their house. So I'm hopefully I'll get another apartment, or I'll find my man before then, and I'll just move in with him, or we'll move in together, and I'll make him do everything. So, but because that's what I'm really hoping for, is finding my husband, having my kids, and all of that stuff. It's just, I watch a lot of YouTube, and I see, a lot of people on YouTube. I've been watching a lot of like Trisha Paytas and Nikocado Avocado. Those were the people that I watched when I first moved into the apartment. And then when the Spellbook Boutique opened, my Etsy shop, I stopped doing it to focus on Etsy. And then I realized that Etsy wasn't that big of a deal either, and that I wasn't making any money off of it. So I went back to YouTube because I like filming, and I thought I'd give it a try to see if I could get to 1,000 subscribers and get people to like my channel and stuff like that. But yeah, this is just a channel just about me, and like I said, if you guys have a comment or anything, you guys know you can leave a comment in the comment box down below, and I'll check them out and I'll get back to them. You can leave whatever you want. That's your choice. Obviously the law applies to any and all people, so that's just the way that is. But yeah, I just thought I'd get on here. I'm at like 13 minutes right now, and then what do you call those? One of those notifications pops up so I can't see it. But yeah, I was excited to get my tripod in, so I wanted to just see if it helps making the videos any better, that I don't have to hold it, because this way they're not at like funny angles and stuff. This way it's just like me talking to you dead on, like I'm just talking to you, and that was me looking at the camera and stuff like that. But yeah, that's about it. Those are the 3 charges that this court date is about and stuff like that. There's just I also, like I said, I jumped at the chance to get out of Illinois, because when I was 15 and I moved from California, I didn't want to move to the state of Illinois. I didn't want to move, period. I wanted to stay in California because I had a boyfriend and stuff there. I ended up having to leave him and stuff like that and just start a whole new life, which I'm used to moving, but I never wanted to move. And Illinois was where we moved to, so I never wanted to move to Illinois. So I've been literally since the day that I rolled over Illinois state lines, I've been trying to get out of Illinois. And finally, I'm in Nebraska, but I'm at my parents' house, so Omaha is not really where I want to be either, because if I don't want to get an apartment here, it's like, the apartments here are probably really nice, but unless circumstances are different, I'd rather move like closer to my grandmother, because she's not got much longer left. She's probably got a good 5-10 years left on her, but she's getting old and I want to be closer to my family. And my aunt on my mom's side, she's busy doing her stuff with her family and stuff, and I see her every now and then, but my last living grandparent is in Texas, and I'd really rather be in Texas. I've never lived in Texas. I've always been drawn to Texas. Ever since I was very little, I've always wanted to move to Texas, and that would just be another place on my map that I've gotten to live and be, as long as, stay there for a year or something like that. And so that's where I'm thinking that my destination is right now, is Texas, is get an apartment and live there for the year lease, and then after that see if I want to move or whatnot. I'm not there's too much going on right now for me to really make a decision. I just know that if I have to move anywhere, if I'm gonna get an apartment anywhere, like if I can go wherever I want to go, I'm probably gonna go to Texas. And just because my sister's there, and I'd like to be around her, and just because I haven't seen her in about 8 years, so she's been living in Texas. She had a boyfriend slash fiance that died, and then she got married to a Texas boy, and he ended up passing away, and now she's just working and living in her apartment, and she's like in the boonies away from all the family. So I was thinking about going and moving close to her or something like that or whatever, but but that's about it, so that's the court. And then that's just what's going on right now, is just I'm just kind of here trying to just deal with severe boredom. Like, I am so bored here, it's not even funny. Like, I sit there and I literally almost start convulsing, it seems like, because I have nothing to do. I get a check every month, and I literally just blow it on, I try to spend it on stuff that I need, but so yeah, but that's about it. I don't know, I don't know, but yeah, so, and it is really, like, I'm like extremely hot. Like, this redness is not makeup. No, I'm kidding. It is makeup, but it's like, that's how hot it is. It's like my face would really be this red. It's makeup. But I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot that has gone on, and I'm not happy about it. For the first about a month or so ago, for like a week, I just like was just crying. I was just thinking about everything, and I couldn't believe the situation and everything that's happened, and it's like, I look at the people that these charges were from, and it's like, they're such trash people that it's not even funny. It's like, how do I have a charge, and then these people who do all these things don't have, it's like, I tell people about them all the time and nothing gets done. It's like, so obviously there's something in the department that's going on. It's like, and I always, like, when I was in high school, when you're young, when you're in high school and stuff like that, it's a time when you start thinking about what you're going to be in a career and stuff. And I always wanted to work in safety, like military and safety department and stuff like that or whatever. But it's like I never got there, which actually I'm thankful about because, you know, given what I know and the things that I've been through already, you know, it's like, you know, it probably wouldn't have been the type of job that I would have expected it to be. So, you know, I'm kind of happy that I never got into that line of work because it probably would have been pretty dangerous for me, like more dangerous than normal. And, you know, but like I said, you know, it's like I'm glad to be out of Illinois, and I just got to find where I'm going now. You know, it's like, I don't know. You know, I'm just, like I said, I just want to find either my apartment and where I'm going to be and just be there, or, you know, find my family and stuff like that. So, but yeah. But I don't know, but I'm probably going to end this here. I'm going to upload it to YouTube and stuff like that. Hopefully I got enough space on my iPad, because I had to delete a whole bunch of stuff just to upload the other one, and it was ridiculous. So like and subscribe. I'll check you guys later. That's the gist of what's going on. So if you have been watching any of my videos and have been hearing about the court date that I have to go to, that's pretty much what all of that stuff's for. So like I said, hit subscribe and follow me. And, you know, I've got Instagram, I've got Facebook, I've got Twitter, I've got Snapchat. You know, that OnlyFans thing, I've checked it out, and it's still like, because I put in all the information, but I'm probably not going to do that. I just did it for fun. First I wanted to see the site and just see what it was like and stuff like that, like see exactly what it was about. But we'll see if it comes back and stuff like that, what it says. So I'll talk to you guys later. I'm gonna go get my laundry and stuff done, and